Hello and welcome to Talk FCB and welcome back here to the channel, guys, for another video, and welcome back to career mode. This is episode 10 and apologies that it has taken so long to get this episode to you guys. Obviously, primarily, I'm looking at Barcelona news, Barcelona games. That is obviously the purpose of the channel. Whenever I get any spare time, I will dedicate it to things like career mode transfer videos, but only when I have that spare time. Luckily this week, there's no midweek game for Barcelona, so it's easier to make the career mode, which are usually kind of the longer videos to make. So here is episode 10. Last time, obviously, to give you guys a refresher because it has been so long, we took on Atletico Madrid and we won that game 3-2, and we also beat Juventus in the Champions League group stage game. That was 3-1. So two really big victories in our last episode, and in this episode we are going to be taking on Malaga, Girona in the Copa del Rey in episode 10. Let's get to it. So here we are for the Malaga game at home, so it's not too difficult a game. It's not going to be like a really tough game that we're expecting, so I'm not going to make a load of changes, but I'm also not going to make that many changes simply because in a few days time we do have that Copa del Rey game against Girona where I will really rotate the squad and play some of the youngsters. So for that reason, I'm not going to rotate massively. What I am going to do for the first time is play Suarez, Messi, and I'm going to play Dybala slightly off to the right where Dembele usually is. He was a bit tired, so I took him out, and I also took out Iniesta, who was also a bit tired following that game with Juve, and starting in his place is Denis Suarez. So let's see how this goes at home to Malaga. We're expecting to win. We are top of the league and we want to continue that. Here we go then for Barca against Malaga. Here we go in the league. We're looking certainly for another win. Malaga currently are in 17th place in the league. Very realistic actually. Malaga struggling in La Liga this season. We, like I say, are top. Messi the captain today and we want a win. Let's do this. Jorginho getting the tackle in now, looking for the run from Paulo Dybala down that right. Not really running as wide as Dembele would. Dybala playing a little more central. Now he's looking for options into Suarez. Messi's got Jorginho to the right. If he can just put that across the box. Oh, we've hit the post there. Oh, cleared away. I think it was Denis coming in at the back post, rattling the post. It looked like a really easy header actually. Sat up nicely for a really good ball in from Jorginho. But somehow there we are not ahead. Really good start though in the first 10 minutes. Now Denis into Messi. Looking for Suarez. Suarez with a bit of room there. He's just using that strength. Gets away from his man. Suarez puts it over. That was a really good chance there. He did really well, bustling away, getting his chance. And was it a save in the end from the goalkeeper? It was. Really strong right hand there. And again another chance goes begging. And Messi, in it comes, but Piqué going for it, not quite getting it though, but it will fall to Sergio Busquets, who controls it impeccably. That was wonderful, a little bit of skill there from Sergio Busquets, much that we've come to expect from him. Antilli there doing well, on to Lionel Messi. Now Paulo Dybala down the right hand side, attacking now on this right. He's been effective in this area, puts it into Lionel Messi, who will go for it from range, and another save from the goalkeeper. Not quite though enough power on that one there. Malaga have a corner here just before half time now. We're into the added time in the first half. Busquets doesn't quite get there, but Jordi Alba does. And that does bring us to the end of the first half. We had some really clear-cut chances very early on in the game, but since then, hardly anything at all in and around the area. It is Malaga 0, Barcelona 0, and we'll need to step up our game in this second half. For the second half then, I am going to make two changes. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Dembele on that right-hand side, switch Dybala to his natural left, and I'm going to bring Suarez off, and I'm also going to bring Sergio Roberto into midfield, and Jorginho will be the man that goes off at half-time. So two changes. Hopefully that will bring success in this second half. Now on to Sergio Roberto, getting forward. He's got Semedo to his right, plays in Semedo brilliantly. Semedo in the area, goes down, but that did look like a good challenge there. We're going to have to try and get in behind more often. Roberto and Semedo there combining really well. Messi from the resulting corner in towards Dybala, punched by the goalkeeper. And Dembele can win it back there. It's his man Dembele, goes for goal and finds it! Dembele with an instant impact, 55 minutes. Brilliant little bit of play. We got the corner from the resulting corner. Dembele winning the ball back, getting it on his favoured right foot. And it was a simple place finish. He didn't hammer it, he didn't smash it, he just caressed it outside of the area, past the goalkeeper, and that's a really important goal, because in that first half we'd been making some headway but we couldn't get that final finish, but that was brilliant there from Dembele. We do have the lead.
Oh, look at the manager. He works hard on his team on the training ground and he's seen some reward for it.
Sergio Busquets has been absolutely brilliant in this game. Really has. Now on to Messi, courtesy of Busquets. Now you'd think Malaga would start throwing a few more players forward trying to get an equalising goal. There is only one in it, so maybe we might get an opportunity to catch them on the break, but they're not really putting too many forward as it stands. Another great touch there from Busquets, and he looks for Dembele and finds him wonderfully. Dembele again down that right hand side. He's only got Dybala to aim for in the middle. Nothing really doing. Not really been convincing today, but finally it comes to an end. Barcelona 1, Malaga 0. It really was not a great performance. The first half, a few chances. The second half, there really wasn't much at all. So thankfully Dembele came on, had that instant impact. Really, really good goal that separates the two teams. Busquets was brilliant in midfield on the day. So many nice touches from the midfield area from him. But overall, maybe after those games against Atletico, against Juventus, maybe a little bit tiring. I probably could have rotated a bit more. But against Girona now in the next game, I'm really going to do some rotations. We're going to see some of the youngsters and hopefully it'll bring a more inspiring performance. Now I did say in this kind of game in the Copa del Rey against Girona, not the easiest Copa del Rey game, it is against a La Liga opponent, but obviously over 2 legs there is a bit of room for experiment. So at home I have completely changed my starting 11. I've gone with 11 changes. Ortola, Cucurella, Mascherano's the captain today, Marlon, Palencia, Samper, Alenia, Carlos Soler, who of course I signed in the summer from Valencia, exciting young player there, Joaquin Correa, Dolberg and Deulofeu. All of those players are going to start against Girona, and a massive chance for those young guys to come into the team and show what they've got. It could go badly wrong, but let's see how the experiment goes. So here we go then for Barcelona against Girona in the Copa del Rey. 2 legs it is, and I am really looking forward to this one because obviously I have made a lot of changes. We're going to see some players that we haven't seen a lot of this season. Can they make the big impression? We are going to find out. Alright, let's do this. Barca against Girona. Off we go in the Copa del Rey, and what are these youngsters going to do for us? What are these players who, a lot of them, you know, on here as well, they're not highly rated at all, but I think there's some quality. I really do. I think there's some potential, and hopefully we get to see that today. Now Palencia, Soler, Dolberg, Alenia. Now Kasper Dolberg, back here to Carlos Alenia. Really nice football. Soler. Mascherano, by far the most experienced player in the teams today. Captain, of course, but likely leaving in January in real life. But Girona in behind here, and that is a complete fluke. That is a complete fluke from Girona. Really unlucky that we've conceded that kind of goal. Think that's Santi Mina. Not really sure how he got to Girona on here. Very good player in real life, playing for Valencia. But that is a cross. There's no chance that he's meant to put this in the back of there. You can see him here. We're just happily marshalling him, and there's no real danger on. Cucurella's got him, and there's... that is really unlucky because there's no way that's meant to be happening. But, you know, the young lads, we'll see what they've got. I mean, that is obviously a shock lead for Girona at the Camp Nou. Hopefully we can get back on level terms and hopefully take the lead, but we're really unlucky there, to be honest. Alright, come on guys, let's do this. Deulofeu, come on, we can get back in this game. There's no problem here, there's no problem. Well, we need to start passing to our own players, but other than that, you know, we can do this. Deulofeu, Dolberg in the middle is quite a, not a target man, but you could definitely get him. Here's Kasper Dolberg, and I think, oh, it's not. I thought our own player had blocked that there, but goes out for a corner. Going to take it short as we usually do. Samper on the edge of the box, not really somebody who can take on a shot. Alenia might fancy it though. He's giving it to Mascherano. That would be a shock. Here's Samper. Oh, into Soler. Good first touch there. Carlos Soler. Oh, really unlucky. Gets it onto his feet. Turns really nicely. And he gets a good connection on that as well. But it's always rising, going over the bar there. Unlucky, but better signs. You know, we've dominated the ball. We've had chances. We just need to start putting them away. And we can get some reward here against Girona. Here we go again now with Dolberg. That is not a good pass. Mascherano should get up for that one. He does. Samper gets to the ball first onto Soler. Him and Alenia have been good. Little flick there by Dolberg. Onto Correa, who we haven't seen a lot of. Cucurella onto Alenia. Lovely quick feet. Alenia just not testing the goalkeeper enough. They didn't quite get enough power on it. Lovely little dancing feet though in the box there. Lays it back to Soler. That wasn't a brilliant pass there. Back to him, but he has got it in the end. Here's Sergi Samper. Carlos Alenia receiving it again and going for goal. And we're threatening. If we can just get an equalising goal before half-time, that would be fantastic. Because literally the only shot they've had has been the one which has got the goal, and they've got another one. Ah, you are joking. I mean, it looks as though now, this whole rotation thing, playing the youth, it's backfire, but it's really not been that kind of game. They've literally had 2 shots. From that 2 shots, one of them was a cross anyway. That goal probably could have been defended better. The ball is worked into Stuani. Girona, by the way, playing their full team here. Marlon probably doesn't get across quick enough. Ortola beaten at his near post. You could say that about the goalkeeper. Shouldn't really be beaten there. He should be getting down and saving that one. But 2-0 down is really harsh, considering we've had chances. That's me right now. What is going on here? And I still do believe, I still stand by my decision. If I'm the coach here, I'm coming out in the press conference afterwards and I'm banging on the table saying I stand by my choices, because I do. I think we've shown enough in this first half not to be 2-0 down. That is really harsh. Here they come again. They're looking more and more dangerous now, and it's 3. Well, I don't know if I can make any excuses now. I think they haven't attacked, they really haven't, but I think towards the end of this half we're crumbling right now. That was really poor. It's a great goal, and again, it's from that distance out. Maybe you want the goalkeeper to do more, but again, Marlon's got to be getting tighter there. Has to be getting tighter. And again, you could probably ask the question there of the goalkeeper. But 3-0 at half-time, we have got... I'm not going to... Because what I could do now is sort of bring on Messi and bring those kind of players on and try and change the game like that, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with what I've started with. I'm going to stick with the young lads and hope they can get me out of this. Here's Dolberg. Can we get one before half-time? No. On to Dolberg. Now Deulofeu. Deulofeu running at Girona. This would be a perfect time to get one back. Good save, and that's what we wanted Ortola to start doing down the other end, but that is the first half. We are 3-0 down, but I can promise you, in the second half, we will have some sort of fight back. We will get these guys doing something in this second half. What I am going to do is bring Paulinho on to Dolberg. To be fair, Paulinho has hardly played this season for me. I've not really had the opportunity to play him. I'm going to bring him on for Dolberg. I thought his touch in that first half really heavy. Paulinho in that false 9 role, not in a midfield role, but in a false 9 role, could do a job. And I'm going to bring on here Dembele for Correa, who's another one that hasn't really had much of an impact today. So I'm going to bring on Dembele just to see if he can stretch Girona here, just so we can get something, because obviously this is 2 legs, so it's not really the end of the world, but we don't want to give ourselves too much to do in that second leg. Dembele onto Paulinho. Looking now for the run of Carlos Alenia, and he does find him. It's Carlos Alenia not taking any chances. Deulofeu just about. That was nearly parried away, but we have got one back. Come on now, 17 minutes. We can get ourselves back in this game. Samper, Paulinho, Alenia, Paulinho. Oh, really good save there from the goalkeeper, cleared away, but we are ramping up the pressure now on Girona. 10 minutes to go. Can we get another goal? Dembele, Samper, into Cucurella, Alenia, Soler, Alenia. Oh, so close, but wonderful football there. One touch. Cucurella, Soler, Alenia, all nicely done. First time effort. He's so close. Mascherano. Deulofeu. Alenia's been brilliant, I have to say. Carlos Alenia, what a performance from him, even though it's 3-1. Still brilliant. Deulofeu. Finds Dembele. Dembele! Good save again from the goalkeeper, who's had to save Girona, but Cucurella does really well. Out on the left here. Cucurella. Couldn't find his target. It is full time here. We have lost 3-1 to Girona. That is a massive, massive shock. As you can understand, it is difficult to kind of accept that, though. You saw it in the first half. We had, many attempts on goal. They scored through a complete through with Santi Mina, which really threw us off. You can see here from the stats, they had a few shots, as the game went on. We pushed forward a lot more, but overall we dominated the game. The possession stats on FIFA, I have no idea where they come from. I think there's people, well, there's not people, is there? It's just a computer that I think genuinely generates 2 random figures. We dominated the ball, we dominated possession. 48% is ludicrous. I don't know where that comes from. But I would stand by my decision because I think in this kind of game, it's the Copa del Rey. I think maybe I probably shouldn't have done it as much as I did because obviously it's La Liga opposition. But if that was Segunda opposition, I would do the same thing. It was good to see the young players. It was great to see people like Alenia. Soler was really impressive as well. Sergi Samper. I think that midfield in general actually played really well. The only faults you'd have, I think the goalkeeper could have done better. I think Marlon didn't have the best of games. The two fullbacks obviously not experienced. But I think overall, I would make that decision again. I would do that all over again because it was good to see the young guys. We've got the second leg now. Obviously, we'd need to sort of win 3-0 to actually go through. It's possible though if we play a full strength side. But overall, we've seen the young players. I hope we don't get knocked out the Copa del Rey. But I mean, overall, it's not great. But we have lost the game 3-1. We've got to deal with that. But it was still nice to see the young players see some good football and ultimately give them a chance out on the pitch that they otherwise wouldn't have had. And before I leave you guys, I just wanted to show you the general list of players, how they're progressing, each and every one of them. Ortola has stayed the same so far, but ultimately Palencia, is improved, is improving as a player. Same goes for Marlon, same goes for Cucurella. Samper has stayed the same. Alenia, though, grown by 2 overall so far. He is progressing really, really well, and I really like what I saw against him, against Girona, so that was really good to see. Soler is growing too. He's gone up by 1. Denis Suarez the same. Correa as well. He didn't do too much against Girona, but he's gone up to 74. Dembele improving. Dybala improving as well. Lionel Messi staying the same. Dolberg staying the same. I haven't really been happy with what I've seen from him. Signed for 25 million euros. We could probably sell him for somewhere near the same now, so we're not going to lose a load of money on him, but I haven't been tremendously happy with what I've seen from him so far, and Delafeu staying the same with Suarez going down by 1. But ultimately, we are improving. Looking at the long term, the young players are getting their chances here. We've not had phenomenal results so far, but I think we're going along steadily. You can see here we're top of the league by 3 points. We're top of our Champions League group as well. Lionel Messi is playing very, very well in this team. 3 goals more than anybody else in the league, and I'm quite liking what I'm doing so far. Obviously, results aren't everything. I've enjoyed the performances. The game against Malaga wasn't great. I actually more enjoyed the game against Girona, even though we lost it 3-1. I thought we played some good football. There was some nice passing plays in there, and we were quite unlucky at the end of the day. But obviously, coming up in the next episode, which I have to say, guys, I'm going to try and get with you this week. So we're going to try and do 2 episodes in 1 week. So episode 11 will be Athletic game and also Olympiacos in the Champions League. So 2 really exciting games there coming up in the next episode, which, like I say, I really will try and get to you as soon as possible. But obviously there will be a few more things to go over as well. I want to try and get a transfer video with you guys this week as well, and do some other things. Of course, we've got a game on the weekend, but we don't play this week until Sunday. That's against Deportivo La Coruña in the league just before El Clasico. But obviously, guys, a lot more coming up on the channel. Thank you to everybody that does watch the career mode, and thank you all for your thoughts on it, and you obviously wanting to see it. That really does mean a lot, and I hope you did enjoy this episode, even though there was an almighty shock, and in the end we lost, but we did see some of our young guns. We'll see what happens in that second leg. I will see you very soon, guys, but until then, as always, Vesca El Barça.
Barça! Barça! Barça!